What's up everyone, Casual Paul here. I got a special video for you guys. I haven't been on the channel, but I've been doing other things. I collect Hot Wheels as well, guys, not just working on real cars, but Hot Wheels is a thing that I do as well. So I got this special thing, for all my car guys, because we're all car guys deep inside. So if you collect models, die cast, whatever, I do that too. So I'm just all around car guy. So with that said, let me explain to you guys what I got going on here. So Hot Wheels has this members club. It's called Red Line Club or something like that. I've been trying to get in for about a year now. I can't get in. It's always sold out. It just goes really quick, and it's crazy. And when you're a member, you get exclusive purchases, or you get an exclusive car, and it's hard to get car. So this year they're doing 64 Impala LOWRIDER, themed after the famous lowrider Gypsy Rose. The owner to that car passed away, I think this year or last year, something like that. But anyway, Gypsy Rose, it's that themed car to that. And of course, it's going to be hard for a lot of us to get it, because you got to be part of that club. And some people do sell them, but some people ain't going to sell those cars. They're going to hang on to them. So my thing is I'm gonna make my own version of it. I got a couple of 64s here. This one's missing the wheels, well, 2 front wheels. I got this black one, and of course the taxi. So I don't know, maybe mix and match some wheels or something on these cars. Anyway, with that Red Line Club Impala lowrider that they have, it has hydraulics where, kind of like the old Hot Wheels, where you can pull out the wheels and adjust it, however you want, but it kind of goes kind of higher, you know what I mean? So what I want to do is I want to put real working hydraulics on one of these Impalas. I don't know which one yet. Okay, so yeah, that's the plan. So that's basically it, guys. Without enough talking, let's just get to it. So I'm gonna decide. I'm probably gonna do this one, and I'll drill them out, and we'll go from there, guys. And you can see how I do this. Okay, so just bear with me, and let me get everything to drill this out. Pardon my hands. I was doing some other work today. Look, still have black. But yeah, let me drill it out. All right, we're back, guys. So that's what I did. I just went ahead and drilled the bottoms out, the 2 rivets out. I mean, it doesn't have to be exactly perfect, because we're juicing this thing. That's the way it pops out. We got our little poles here, or whatever you want to call them. And that's where the rivets are that hold all that stuff in. Okay, we can pull our interior and our glass out, guys. So, and here's the interior. Okay, and all I did, sorry that this camera's a little bit bouncy, because I have my tripod on the table itself. So all I did was use a drill bit like this, put it on my drill, drilled it out, and there we go. That's what we got. We got it all apart, all in pieces. Okay, so the plan is we're gonna remove this wheel. Okay, there's little tabs right here that I want to remove as well. Okay, we don't have no room right here to work, so I'm gonna add plastic right here, and maybe a little bit in the back, maybe, I don't know. We'll see as I'm building, okay? So I got some little hydraulic cylinders that we're gonna use, and they're just little pins, okay? You know, my nails are all dirty. I was working painting today, and just a mess doing other projects, like I said. So excuse the nails, and it wasn't focused on my nail, and not on the pin. Okay, well, anyway, this is it. Let's see if it focuses here. It's just a little pin. I got a total of 4 of those. Okay, and that's my first concept that I'm thinking of doing. Okay, I might go a different way. I know another way to actually put hydraulics. What I used to do on model cars way back in the 90s. And it's called a T-slider, which is, it's basically a T, you know, and you hook the wheels up to that. So if I go that way, I'll explain it more. If not, I'm thinking this way because I like the look of the little pin coming out like a cylinder and pushing up to lift the car, you know what I mean? It'll just come out. Wow. So we'll see. But I wish I could film and work at the same time, but it's just so hard. So let me plan this out real quick, remove these back wheels, and see if we're gonna have to add any material to the front. And I'm gonna cut these little tabs off, and I'll come right back to you guys. So I kind of adjusted the angle of the camera a little bit so it doesn't shake so much. So I was going over and see what I was going to do with this. I went ahead and clipped these little tabs off here. I got to grind them down a little bit. So I'm not going to do the little cylinders things I said I was. I will show you guys something with cylinders on another project or something like that. I mean, it's pretty cool because it looks like a hydraulic cylinder coming in and out, lifting the car. But with this frame, the way it is, I'm gonna have to use the T-slider setup. And basically, what it is you got your wheels, okay, like this. They go down like that. And you got something, a thicker piece of plastic or whatever, and that makes the T. See the wheels and then the T, okay, and that's the way it works. And this controls the way the car lifts up and down. As soon as I start building it and showing you guys how it looks, it'll go. I hate pointing with my dirty fingers. It's just, I hate it. Say that bugs me, but anyway, we'll make an opening right here. Let me focus this. We'll make an opening right here somewhere. The T-slider will go through there, and I might have to add a tiny bit of plastic or something because this is plastic. It's not even metal on the bottom of this Hot Wheel. And back here too, we might have to add a little bit of plastic right there. I'm gonna show you guys when I have the T-sliders made so you can see them. I'm gonna cut the holes in this, and then we'll start assembling, and I'll show you guys that process. I don't know, I might have to trim some stuff in here too. So, and wheels wise, I don't know if I'm gonna use these wheels, if I'm gonna take the ones off the Taxi because they're gold, or what. Oh, one more thing, guys. I eliminated the skirts. I just didn't like those skirts. I mean, especially if we're gonna be running hydraulics. Look at the skirts on that one and on this one. Wait, that one. If we're gonna be running hydraulics, I'm blocking all my light with this hand. But if we're gonna be running hydraulics, I just don't, you know, the wheels are hidden under that skirt. I wouldn't be able to show off my wheel. So, yeah, bear with me, guys. And you'll see what I mean once I start getting everything started. Let me do what I said I was going to do, start on those T-sliders. I'll show you how they're made, and then we'll go from there. So, change of plans. I went ahead and, let's see, my lighting kind of sucks today, but I'll fix that here in a little bit. Added a little bit to the frame of the car, a little bit of extra plastic to the frame of the car. There's where you can see I grafted everything in. Right there you can see, sanded it down a little bit. Okay, so my original plan was to go with T-sliders, which I was gonna make, and basically it's just a T, and it's not hard to explain, but I'm not gonna go that way. If you guys want to know more about T-sliders, Google model T-sliders, and it'll bring something up, because you know it's old school things, technology basically from the 90s, you know. What I did decide to go with is I'm gonna make some A-arms for the car. So it's gonna have A-arms, and it'll have a front working suspension. I don't know about a spring or anything to it. And basically I had to hack up my old A-arms that I had for another car, a model car that I built. So all I'm taking off this is the little hinges right there, and actually they're from sunglasses. Okay, and these A-arms are all handmade. And this was my little A-arm setup for a 61 model car that I had built. But I had a brass, here you go, it was like a little pipe, like a little piece of tubing or coupler or something like that. And I cut it up, and I cut it up into little A-arms, okay? I was gonna try this right here, trying to do A-arms like that, but nope. What I'm gonna do is just make some little A-arms. I'm gonna use the little sunglass joint here from the sunglasses, and here's gonna be my upper, and my lower is another upper here that I need to cut, and my other lower. So what I'm gonna do right here with this A-arm. So let me see, I'm trying to hold the camera and do all this stuff at once with no light. The light completely whacked in here. Let me see if I can adjust this light real fast. You know what? I'll just bring it right here. Okay, a little bit better. Okay, so my upper A-arm is gonna go. See if I can do this. One-handed. Okay, right there. And the hinge is going right under that. Okay, right. See if I got something to point with. Right there, under here is the hinge. And then on the bottom side, so the arm's gonna sit like this, and then the hinge, and then it'll connect to the lower A-arm, and that's going where it says on the lower right here. So let me start assembling this. I'll show you how it looks like when I'm done, guys. So just bear with me. Hopefully I can get this light situated too. The last I left off was showing you guys the modification on the frame. I went ahead and did it to the rear as well. Let me show you guys my cylinders here, my hydraulic cylinders, and all they are just little nails that I cut down. Okay, Let me see if I can do this because the camera is right in my way. But let me put these cylinders in real quick, and then I'll bring it right back, guys. I'm just gonna put them in and show you guys real fast. You just want to be stubborn with me. Last one. Alright. So, there it is. Now, as you guys can see how this works, okay? Now, I'm going to show you guys the whole concept, how everything works when I am done. But, see, that'd be up, that's down. See, the cylinders go down when the cars drop, and when the car lifts, well, of course we're going to have assistance. Three-wheel motion, something like that, you know, just however, whatever, as many motors as I put in here. Okay, but that's basically the setup, okay? The wheels will go under there like that, okay? But guys, I can't use a straight axle because if, for example, if I want to just lift this side, it's just gonna go and lift the whole thing, okay? I need some kind of swivel or some kind of joint there, okay? So you get yourself one of these chains. You know, a lot of people have these for dollar key rings or whatever, okay? Hold on the lucky rabbit's foot with it, you know. You know, that's what I used to see those a lot on when I back me growing up in the 80s, 90s, you know, rabbit's foots were a big thing, and I remember going into the stores and rabbit's foots would have these, and then you'd put them on your chain. It's crazy. Now I don't think you would even be able to do that. It's inhumane or whatever it is. Okay, so see how I cut just two pieces off it, make sure they're still joined together. I would solder these right to the axle, and it would just solder. Let's just say this is, you could see it up and down, okay? So I would solder one there like that. Kinda like that, okay? I would solder them like that. Oop, it rolled up on me. And then the cylinder would solder on top of this. So you have kind of a, you know, a pivot, a joint. And I'm gonna do that with all four. I cut the two fronts, whatever. Hopefully it works. I mean, I've made worse happen. I just wanted to show you guys the concept on how the cylinders are gonna work to lift the car. The little swivel joints here, everything, and then we'll go from there. I'm gonna put all that together, and I'll bring it back when the car has axles. The swivel joints here, and then we'll go to the next step, guys. So see you in a bit. All right, guys. Well, I've been busy. As you can see, my workstation is a mess. Okay, so I went ahead and changed everything up, and I was gonna do the A-arms for you guys, which is right here. Okay, so these are the little A-arms that I had. One of my dog's hairs, they're everywhere. Okay, I've been busy because it's crazy. My workstation's a mess, but here's the other A-arm. One problem is I was working and my soldering iron broke. I tried to fix it and it was no go, so it is actually junk, okay? Here's the little cylinders that I had. A couple of cylinders here, and they were gonna come out. I mean, it was gonna be a nice setup. We're not using it. It was, I couldn't do it without my soldering iron, and I need to finish it, so I didn't want to waste any more time. I'm already making a mess, So I went with my other setup. It's not the T setup. It's actually this setup right here. Okay, guys. I had to modify the frame again, and I want to show you guys. All it is some wire that I bent. Okay, let me see if I can find one that's kind of bent here that I started bending. Here's another one. Kind of started making the bends, but they were too short when I did those. But this is it, guys. If you guys want to check it out, it just requires a little bit of bending and stuff like that. But I have a independent suspension. The weight of the car is gonna move it because this car is heavy. It's, you know what I mean? The casting is pretty heavy on the 64s. So it's gonna bring it down, and then the motors I'm gonna add will be able to bring the A-arms or the suspension up. Okay. For the people that are there, it's stood up. For the people that know about hydraulics and stuff like that on real cars, you know, usually the rear is high locked, so that's what I went for here. So the rear end has the high lock with the higher extension. That's for like if you wanted to hop your car, you know. This one's not gonna hop because it's not gonna have that strong of motors. It's probably just gonna lift it up, but yeah, that's what that high lock's for. Also, I wanted to give it a hopper look, and there is a thing called when your wheels are in the wheel well or out the wheel well. When you have a car with the wheels out the wheel well, in the rear, it's basically made like that for hopping. Look them up, guys, on Google, and your cars, you'll see lowrider cars, hoppers, with the outside wheel sticking way back, and that's the look I went for. Okay, I mean, yeah, I could have put it in the wheel well, but I wanted to make it look like a hopper. I mean, it still needs to go in more, so it's gonna drop a little bit more, but that is the look that I was going for. So don't think that I, you know, messed up or whatever. I mean, I could just simply bend the wire or bring it forward, and it'll be in the wheel well. But I wanted this out the wheel well for the reason they do it in real cars is to get the high lockup. Okay, that's why they do it in real cars as well, is to get the high lockup. Okay, so guys, I mean, it'll be able to do the 3-wheel, all kinds of stuff. I still need to probably put a little bit of oil or something on them, because I just drilled everything and tapped everything. But there you guys go. I'm going to install the motors, and I'm going to use servos, guys. I haven't mentioned what I'm using, but I got some servos that I always used on all my models, and I'm telling you, I've been busy here working on this. Okay, my whole workstation's a mess. I have everything everywhere. When I was soldering, I think that's why my gun gave out. I overworked it. But guys, it's getting close, and the whole setup's gonna be done. I'll show you guys how it works, how it lifts, everything, and we will go from there. So the next thing is placement of motors, and I will bring the servos and show you guys how everything looks and how it's gonna work. All right, guys, I'm back. Seems short for you, but it was long for me. Last, as you guys remember, I finished the suspension. I was trying to test fit some motors in here, and let me show you what I used. I used these servos. This is what I use in all my model hydraulics, and you can get them on eBay. There is the model number if you guys want to order them. Usually I buy them like 20 at a time or whatever, but that's that. So what you do is you come with 4 of those screws on them. And this one was already modded because you can see I modded this one for, I believe it might have been a hydraulics on a model car, not a Hot Wheel, but like an actual model car. I keep this gearing in, it helps, but yeah. So anyway, I take them apart. This one's, I pull them apart, and here is the little motors I'm gonna use, okay? It's gonna be tough to fit them in here, guys. Very tough, but I think I can do it. My plan is trying to hold the camera, eat my Laffy Taffy. That's why, if you guys hear me when you're talking and enjoying this Laffy Taffy, but this black cherry one or dark cherry is awesome.
It's the Charles brand.
Yeah, it's bomb. So I'm here chewing, holding the camera, and trying to talk at the same time. So one there. I'm gonna try to put one on the side. I don't know. If not, it's gonna be one here, one in the center, one here, and possibly one like that. I don't know. It's gonna be tough, guys. Very tough. I really have to take that off on the car. I know for a fact I'm gonna take that one off. It's gonna have to be maybe glued in the car body afterwards. But I'm gonna try to position the motors now and see what I can do to get it going up and down, and I will be back shortly as soon as I figure it out. Here's an update, guys, of what I got going on. Let me see if I can zoom in here, guys. I have the motors set in here, and the way it's set up is right here. It has a string that goes all the way across through the frame right there. I'll show you guys from the bottom. This one right here has a string that goes down through the frame up to here, and it's been super glued. Let's see, let me get focus. Okay, there's one there, and that one goes to this motor here, and that one there goes to that motor there. I mean, there really wasn't in one of these 164 Hot Wheels, there's really hardly any room, okay? So these little servo motors that I'm popping out of these micro servos, I mean, they're big for even what's it called, a Hot Wheel, you know? The front, I'm actually thinking of not running a servo. I'm thinking of running just like a regular motor, and then so it can power, because I'm not gonna do like side to side or anything like that. Just maybe just straight up, and then control the backs so it can have 3-wheel, you know, on either side, you know. But the front, I don't really need it to control the front. I just need one good motor that's gonna power the front. Maybe even get a hop out of it, so when we're sitting like this, you know, we'll be able to get a nice hop, you know. Maybe. I don't know. That's shooting for something very, expecting something big, because this cart is heavy. I mean, guys, well, you guys know how wheels are, but this 64 is a heavy body, heavy casting, plus these servo motors are pretty heavy themselves. Okay, then all the added weight to what I have. So, you know what, guys? Let me figure out what I'm gonna do for the front here, and you know, the routine. I'll be back. Let me scroll over this one more time so you guys can see how I had to have everything set up. This is all nice and tight inside of a 164 Hot Wheel. So let me see one more thing. See if I can get you guys a quick little photo, kind of, maybe. Wires are in the way. I'll fix all that, you know. Maybe it'll drop a little bit more. Oops, something like that. Something. Just a quick little, you know, mock-up. So yeah, guys, I mean, I wish I could hold the camera and do everything while I'm recording, but it's just very tough, you know, time consuming, and plus a lot of things don't go as planned, like this back motor. I thought I was just gonna put it on the back, right there on the trunk area. I didn't know I was gonna have to cut all that out. But yeah, I didn't even know where I was gonna put this motor at until the last minute. It's very tough to try to figure them out in a Hot Wheel car, but I'll be back. So here's the two servo motors that are going in the front. So I'm trying to build like a little bracket or something right there. I might use this, I don't know yet, but it's gonna get two for the front too. So we're gonna have two in the back, two in the front for the suspension. And then I think I showed how it worked. There's actually a string that will go here, run under. Right, let me see if I can zoom in real quick. Right there. So the string comes from right here on that motor shaft, and it comes all the way through that little hole, or that hole, because I got two, and it goes up, and it ties to the suspension arms. Okay, that's my little suspension setup, you know what I mean? And when each string pulls down, so let's say it pulls down to that hole, let me zoom in if it does. Come on, camera, zoom, zoom, zoom. Come on. There we go, right there. It goes down. It pulls, the motor pulls it. And when it pulls it, it lifts the car up. And that's the way it works. So basic, same thing in the front. It'll come through, it'll pull each arm down, and when it pulls the arms down, it lifts up. So if I have 4 motors, 4 strings, I'll be able to power it. Okay, guys. I don't know. I have another battery, but 9-volt might work. I don't know. I got some other batteries though. This camera's not focusing today. Okay, guys. Let me install this, get it all together. I mean, I already showed the workings and everything, how everything's done. So let me get it all together, go from there. Sorry about the lighting, but the car is finished, and I mean, I'm not gonna go and finish the switch box or whatever, but I have a 9-volt battery. Then I'm just gonna, you know, touch on the wires to make the motors move. Later on, I'll probably do a switch box or something to it, but right now this has gone long enough. My whole work area is a mess, and I'm going to use this to test it. Let me show you guys here. I have this motor here. It's an extra. You can barely hear it, but What it is I burnt that one out. That's why it sounds like that. Anyway, just the way I touch that is the way I'm going to touch the wires that goes into the motors in there. If you can see them in there. Just bear with me because it's not going to be like instant. Might be, it might not be. Just depends how fast I can touch the wires. Flip it around and drop it. Turn it around, touch the wires, whatever. And see what we can get out of it. Then the stand I have this camera on is bad. Okay, let's try front real fast. Okay. Okay. And we got a little stuck there, but that's, oh. I might add a little bit more weight so it doesn't do that, guys. Just to the front. But that's front. Okay, so just like I said, quick test. That's front. Maybe some three-wheel action. Three-wheel action here. Let's see if I can three-wheel it for you guys. It's tough. Kinda, sorta. It's very tough. I need to add a little bit more weight, guys, to it. But there we go. Through a motion, okay. There you go. Let's get the back up, guys, real quick. If I can get this battery on this wire right here. Let's lock up the front all the way. And they say that's a pretty high lockup right there, if I see so myself, for a little 1/64 scale 6.4. Let me reposition it so you guys can see better because my lighting is awful. Yeah, right there. But yeah, guys, that's basically it. You know, I need to build a better switch box, and I think if I can get a switch box in here, let's get this front back up. Try to get some hopping action, even though I can't with one battery. It looks like it's leaning a little bit, and it might be, but more than likely, it's just the way the light is. Because if I turn it, see how just the camera just a bit. You see how everything is, so it doesn't. It's not really leaning too much. Okay, a little bit more weight and everything, guys. So. Yeah, I just wanted to show you guys, you know, a quick little test of it, because, I mean, it's hard doing it with the battery just on wires. And people that have done this before know exactly what I'm talking about. And if we can get the back up again, here a little bit, there you go. Yep, quick test, guys. That's it, that's all she wrote. I mean, I'm done with the car, it's done, it's finished. Have the little motors in there, as you guys can see. Motors, there's the mechanism. I might, see what I get, wax stand I have it on, and it's just a mess, okay, guys? So, what was I gonna say? Oh, I might put the windshield on and tint it so it's black. Might put the interior back on because I think I could fit most of it in there. You know what I mean? Fit most of the interior in there, and it should be good. But that's the car, guys, right there. Get a little bit of 3-wheel motion. 164 Hot Wheel with hydraulics. It was a pain. It's actually not the best Hot Wheel with hydraulics because there's better. Like you can make the ARM ones. I recommend the ARM all day. It's way better with the cylinders. It's just that room wise it's tough in Hot Wheel car. What else? I don't know what else. If you guys want anything else to put hydraulics, you know what's coming out a lot that I've been seeing? Mini trucks with the Z-rack, scissor lifts, dancing beds. Maybe we could turn, where are you in all my mess here? This guy right here, you know what I mean? Cut out the bed, put a dancing lift or a tilt bed or something. You know, this is the Cyclone with the gold wheels, LOWRIDERs. That'll be pretty sick, I think. The next LOWRIDER to build or something. But yeah, guys, I'm finished with this little project. Hope you guys enjoyed it. Hope you guys learned how to do them yourself. Remember the servos, and you know, I'll show you guys how to make a battery. And a switch box. Maybe in a later video. That's just simple wiring and stuff like that. It's kind of boring actually. That's why I don't even want to show you guys. But you know, maybe I'll show it or something. I hope you guys just learn and know how to do it now, so you guys can do your own Hot Wheels. And of course, the bigger the Hot Wheel, the easier it is. Model cars are even easier because you could just stick the whole servo in there. So yeah, guys. But I'm Casual Paul. Thank you guys for being so patient with me. Sorry, I'm rambling. And we'll see you guys on the next video.
About what has been, I only care about your soft skin, 'cause we're still